gentleman was asked to go and put his life on the line while our government was still trading with the Russians during the Vietnam War. The North Vietnamese were getting supplies that we were sending to Russia. We weren't serious about fighting this war.
This gentleman was, as you say, this gentleman was answering his country's call to fight, to stave off.
Betrayed you.
Oh, hey!
Right now, sir, yeah. I earn my living as a professional bodyguard. I earn my living beating jerks up like you.
Yeah!
And you're getting rid of that person right now. Listen, mister, I'm proud of that flag, and I'm proud of the men I served with under it. So don't tell me veterans are stupid. You're the stupid one.
Murder does not make murder right. They're no better. The person that pushes the button is no better than the person they're killing. They're not punishing them. They're punishing themselves.
Wait, hold on.
I find it very hard to believe that as far and as advanced as our country has come, that our only alternative to justice is death. I find it very hard to believe. And
I find it very hard.
If it has to be done, let them do it. But don't tell me it's right. Okay?
I find it very hard to believe that anyone like you could sit there and try to defend animals.
I'm not defending animals. I'm defending people. I want to see criminals punished, but I'm saying punish them. You have the power to do whatever you want to do to them. Hang them from the ceiling if you want to. But the human being does not have the right to take the life of another. That's Pope, preacher, politician, or judge. Whoever it is that makes the decision.
Hold on, Teresa. The only punishment for a cold-blooded murderer is the death penalty. Right off the bat, can I tell you, I am sick and tired of you pukey little peace activists. What about you? You have always been a pain in my neck. You really have. Why are you still hanging around, you radical peace activists? What are you trying to do?
I'm here to tell people that a nuclear war is not survivable. A nuclear war is not winnable. I disagree with President Reagan. I disagree with you. And we need peace on Earth now, or we're going to blow ourselves to smithereens.
And I'm here to tell you, punk, that the only way we're going to have peace is with Ronald Reagan and peace through strength. Nobody says you have to raise that child. There are plenty of people who would adopt that child and give it a good home.
That's true, and that may be, Wally, but are you a woman? Have you ever laid there for 8.5 hours of hard labor and given birth to a child and then not be human to give it away?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Have you ever had an abortion?
Yes, I have.
How many have you had?
I've had 4.
4! Understand that you have been contemplating and thinking this over for quite a long time about whether or not you're going to run for president in 1988. Have you decided to run?
And most positively, President of the United States in 1988 with my running mate, Mr. Pinto. That's right. I'm the only one who has the integrity to run this country and to make the decisions to put the United States back on a positive course. Away. That's right.
Wait a minute.
The nation is suffering from Reagan retardation. R square. That's right. That's right.
Wait a minute.
That's right. Reagan retardation. R square. R.
I understand that for the audience here, you're going to give us a demonstration of your muscle.
chief of the Laugh Factory
Well,
magazine.
I wouldn't brag about it if I were you.
Hey, I'm bragging about it, pal. I am bragging about it. They
Hold on
paid
a
me to
minute.
brag.
We only have a half a minute. Here's what I
Only
mean.
have half a minute. Okay, I'll talk real quick.
May I say that you are indeed the first transsexual to be on the hot seat. Are you thrilled? No. Tell me exactly, because I know people are watching you in amazement, as I am. Now, what exactly is a transsexual? Can you tell us? And why are you looking so strangely at David? What is a transsexual?
Why don't you read the dictionary?
I didn't come here to... Can you tell me?
I can tell you on my own view, yeah.
Tell me briefly what a transsexual is.
Somebody that's not happy with their own sexuality by birth.
I see. And what is the difference between being a transsexual and a transvestite?
Transvestite is usually a heterosexual that gets off wearing feminine clothing.
All right.
A transsexual is somebody that wants to go through a whole surgical process.
Okay. Now, you are still a man, I take it, right?
Yes, I'm under hormone therapy.
You are a man and a woman.
Yes.
Now, would I call you male or female?
Pre-op, post-op, post-op, transsexual.
So I would say, if I were to be somewhere and I were to introduce you, I would say, this is my friend, the post-op, pre-op, trans-op, transsexual. You are the kind of crumb who likes to live off of women, and he makes me sick to look at him. How about you? Let me tell you.
If you call making a woman feel good about herself and feel pretty and feel wanted, if you call that sick, then
yes, because
then I'm sick.
When you make them pay for it, yes,
I don't make them pay for it. I give them what they want, and they give me gifts.
Oh, would you do it if they didn't give you anything? Yeah, that's what I thought. Throw them out. Are you saying to me that the Soviet Union wants peace?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Nice flower.
Okay, we have to get rid of the flower. It's getting into my... So can you hold the flower?
Wally was married to a fan of the show, all the way from England. Wally and Janice married on February 14th, and that wedding was a special broadcast on KDOC. From Wally's marriage to Janice came something special that would change Wally's life forever. Holly George made Wally feel like a young father, and she became a producer of Wally's show before she was 10 years old.
It's people like you.
Yes.
You really don't want to just legalize marijuana. You want to legalize all drugs in America. Because, wait a minute, let me finish. If you succeed in the legalization of marijuana in the state of California, then the next thing you're going to be doing is saying, now we got marijuana, now we're going to want to legalize cocaine, now we're going to want to legalize heroin. I cannot believe you and your organization. What do you think of him?
Yeah, give me some space, Ace, and I'll answer you.
He calls me Ace. I could call him something else, but I don't want to go off the air. Go ahead.
And I was listening to your followers over here, and they're proclaiming that they think Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist 666.
Oh, come on.
I'd like to know...
Did they really say that?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. This may be the end of the interview. Let me ask, hey, Lightning, over here.
Yeah.
Do you believe Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist?
Oh, I believe anybody who doesn't live...
Answer about Ronald Reagan. Do you, yes or no?
Well, I'm trying to explain...
No, I want a yes or no. Do you believe Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist?
Yeah, I think he's anti.
Oh, get out! In the mirror in the morning, when from the 60s you've advocated the use of drugs to young people all over this country. How can you laugh? Don't laugh, Tim. It's sickening. How many?
Now you going to tell me what to do, Wally?
Wait a minute. Tell me how many. Does it bother you how many young people went out of their heads